Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we are back again, third political video of the year. Not counting that McCory video, that Buddy video we did in regards to that one Floridian politician that passed away, but that was supposed to be, I don't know. Supposedly we should have done that on the day he died, but I guess we wouldn't have gotten the news on that day. So it's technically the fourth video of the year. And I'll tell you, despite 2025, we're going in strong. This year is supposedly a difficult year. Supposedly, we got three main elections going on. We have the Wisconsin Supreme Court and Superintendent elections in April. I'm not sure how that's going to go. It looks very favorable for liberal nonpartisans. Oh, then we have Virginia and New Jersey's gubernatorial races. Looks in favor for Democrats. So it's is it going to be the best year for us? I can't really tell. We got to set the bar of expectation for Republicans, but ultimately, we're going out pretty good because voter registration is increasing in 5 main key states. And these aren't your average 7 battleground states. In fact, the average includes 1 red state, 1 blue state, in which of course, the registrations are skyrocketing for the Republican Party. So we're going to go ahead and take a look and talk about the outcomes in these 5 states. So the first state is going to be Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania it's becoming more of a Trump state. And it has become a Trump state more and more, we've noticed, ever since Trump entered the game himself in 2016. It's gone back and forth, Democrat and Republican, but we have noticed in some grounds, even in the 2020 election, the state of Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, has voted Republican in some races, even in periods where the Republican Party was basically downcasted in that said state. 2020 Pennsylvania Commonwealth elections, you'll basically see that Republicans even despite losing in the Attorney General's race again to Josh Shapiro, who was, I want to believe, reelected in that said race. We won the 2020 Pennsylvania state treasurer race. Stacey Garrity won that said race, flipping this, I want to believe. Actually, no. Okay, yeah. We flipped this said office Republican. We also flipped the auditor's race Republican. Also, Timothy DeFore predicted to lose by a lot to the said Democrat, who was Nina Ahmed, and she did horrible when it came to performing in these traditionally college said communities, ultimately. So we've seen in areas where even in times where the GOP is very unpopular, especially in Pennsylvania, which was supposed to come out in droves to support Joe Biden, elect Republicans in 2 important races, which would turn out to be upsets. In 2024, no Democrat won in an at-large race in Pennsylvania. 2024 Pennsylvania elections, we've basically let's just say, I want to believe, yes, the Attorney General, Republicans flipped that race with Michelle Henry not running for re-election. We have Eugene De Pasquale, the former Auditor General, running for this race, and only to be defeated by the dark horse Dave Sunday. So we have seen trends. We've seen the Attorney General's office getting flipped, the treasurer's race, obviously. Stacey Garrity very easily won re-election against Aaron McClelland in that race. You have also the Auditor General, Timothy DeFore, re-elected against Malcolm Kenyatta. So we've seen the groundbreaking here. It was a red wave in the state of Pennsylvania. Despite a horrible year in 2022, it was a blue wave year in a time where Pennsylvania, they weren't really happy with Scranton Joe. So you would think it would have the opposite effect. But no, Pennsylvania, when it came to that abortion issue, was a really, really, really big concern for most Pennsylvanians. But this time around, people have adjusted to the abortion issue. Most Americans have accepted that the state gets to choose whether abortion is legal or not, and they're figuring out that most U.S. states, over, I would say, 70% of U.S. states, are supporting abortion. today. So it's really the South and people in these states that want abortion banned that are obviously banning abortion, with the exception of Texas, which I think would quickly and easily pass an abortion ballot measure, but there is an anti-abortion state legislature there. But people are wondering, what is it looking like right now? What will it look like in 2028 in regards? So we got to look at the trends here in regards to the 2024 presidential election in the state of Pennsylvania. You'll see Bucks, Monroe, Erie counties. These are the counties that obviously I would think would possibly go back to the said Republican. I don't know, honestly, but we got to take a look at margin-wise. Let's take a look here. I would think definitely Bucks would go in favors to the said Republican, to the Democrat. So ideally, yes, Republicans are surging in registration, and I expect that to continue. I don't see why it won't go the other way. Yes, and Republicans, even though this looks like a really bad map, how is Republicans winning this map? Well, we got to remember, guys, this is kind of my prediction scenario. Yeah, Pennsylvania is getting redder according to registration data, and I kind of figured it would. But it's still always going to remain contested. Somehow, I'm still very kind of disputed in regards to Monroe County. It's really the county that I think is up for grabs. Bucks, I think Bucks is going to Democrat. It's gone more leftward compared to Monroe, which has been a Democrat stronghold for quite a while. And although it's going more right, I mean, let's see. Monroe County, what's even in Monroe County? Why is it blue? Politics. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I don't really see... Yeah, I mean, it voted Democrat in 4 consecutive elections. I would think that it has a good chance of trending right, where I think we can go ahead and call it, Monroe County going right, where we also have to take a look at the shifts in regards to that map here. You'll see Cumberland County. Cumberland County is going more leftward, and then that made sense. They voted for Shapiro in 2022 in that gubernatorial race. Cumberland County, a 9.40. I think in 2028 it could be like tilting Republican, but I still think there has a good chance of staying for the Republican ticket. But honestly, I do think it's going to kind of look like this. Erie County didn't really go right as I expected it to go, mainly. Let's see, Erie went 1.2% to the right. Northampton went really hard to the right, almost 2 percentage points. I think Northampton will stay red. I mean, if it's Republicans are going to win there, and it looks like they will, kind of, hopefully we could turn into a Florida or something like that, they would obviously carry Northampton. I would expect them to hold something in Monroe. Seeing that Monroe doesn't really have so much of a university, so therefore, it does have ancestral Democrats. Oh, yes, it is home to a university. My bad. East Stroudsburg University of Pennsylvania. My bad. Pennsylvanians are raging in the comments right now. Yes, they do have a university. So that does really, it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of like Winona County. I'm seeing multiple shifts. It did support Bob Casey Jr., Bob Casey, in the Senate election. But mostly I'm seeing in these races, it's voting Republican. So it's really hard to tell if I want to add Monroe County to the Republican faction. Probably as of right now, we haven't really seen much indications of Monroe County becoming a Republican stronghold yet. So we're going to go ahead and call it Democrat. But, I'm thinking in the future, yes, I think the county overwhelmingly has a great chance at going Republican. Now, we got to keep moving on because we have 4 other states to cover, and that is the state of New Jersey, and that's the next state. This kind of state's kind of easy to predict. Will Republicans carry it? I don't think they'll carry it in 2028. I'm having a hard time seeing that. In fact, I'm thinking that Democrats will probably regain Passaic County along with Morris County. I do think Morris, yes, it's a very Republican county traditionally, but you got to remember, people are expanding. The metro is expanding out of New York into Morris County right here. That ultimately makes me think, okay, shoot. 2024 United States. Okay, perfect. So yes, Morris County has become a highlight here. I do think Republicans will hold on to Cumberland and Atlantic counties. I think this is Cumberland. Yeah, that coast has a lot of Italians there, and Ocean County, very Republican, despite being very populated. I do think it's part of it to be the Republican vote. There's a lot of rich people living here. That's a good indication. But yes, a lot of people say, oh, do you think it will look like the Senate election in New Jersey? Like, there's this county right here, Gloucester County. Do you think possibly it will go? It's hard to say. I mean, this is a 9-point win for Andy Kim against Curtis Bashaw. You'll see Passaic County has become a county of competition. I want to see how Morris voted. It did go for Joe Biden handingly, and I have that feeling if with a Republican administration, it could go back to the Democrats by a little bit. I have that hesitation there. But let's go ahead and see. I don't think there are county results, but yeah, I think it could look like this. Gloucester, I'm not sure. How much did it vote for Trump by? Let's go ahead. Gloucester. Oh, yeah, Gloucester. Pretty Republican. Yeah, you got mainly the very little trends for Republicans. This area, Republican area right here, you could see it a Democrats carry that area. Am I confident of that will be the case? There's Morris, 2-point win. You see, guys, 2.71%. You got Gloucester, 2.79%. So it's kind of hard to say. Passaic was actually more red. So it's kind of hard to say. Maybe it's Gloucester. It's going to look like this. That's what I'm kind of indicating and seeing. It's a little weird. I do not think that. I think that's Hunterdon County. It voted for, Joe Biden almost won this county. It's a long-time Republican stronghold. I'm not sure that county's going to the left yet. But as of right now, I know this is going to be hard in returns of registration. New Jersey's getting a lot of registrations, and ultimately we're going to have to know and see when where the state's going when we get those that gubernatorial race this year in November. Ultimately will indicate who will be the new governor of New Jersey. How will New Jersey vote? It looks like Democrats could possibly win this year, and wildly we could end up with a female governor. It looks like, because we got Jack Ciattarelli, a familiar face, but you also got a congresswoman, so it's very hard. I mean, you got someone of experience, quote unquote. It's leaning Democrat as of right now. Democrat primary. This is the Mikey Sherrill. She is the congresswoman, Sherrill, and she would be. I don't know if she would be the first female governor of New Jersey. But obviously, I have my prediction up there for 2028. I'm already making 2028 predictions. People are like, "Why are you doing that? It's too early." I'm saying this is where this is the direction it's going right now. Of course, 2028, it's not going to look like 2024. It's going to be lots of changes. So if there was going to be changes, what would change? I'm saying this is what the likely change would be. So do not freak out. This is a Democrat pampering video. This is Mikey Sherrill, allegedly going to be the next governor. But we'll see if Jack Ciattarelli beats her. But obviously, we got our counties there. Let's take a look at our third state. That's North Carolina. North Carolina has trended right. However, we've seen areas like Wilmington, which is in Hanover County, that is going more leftward. Scotland County, right here, pretty conservative. It actually was a part of that black belt for a while and voted for Hillary Clinton, voted for Barack Obama twice. It's a pretty conservative. Now, actually, I think a lot of those areas have moved over here. I think it's this county right here. It's actually very populated. A lot of African Americans are over here, although it's trending more right now. But ultimately, the outcome of the said elections in the state will determine. Mecklenburg County will be that the ultimate way when it comes to that and determination if. And the answer, will Republicans hold that said the state of North Carolina? It's actually going to be Mecklenburg County that will determine. It's staying 60%, but if it goes 70%, Republicans are screwed because ultimately you have Mecklenburg County. New Hanover County gets a little bit more bluer. Republicans are done there. You have Orange and Durham counties over here. If they get more bluer, then so there's something we need to remain concerned about. And the idea, and of course, the results and the registrations we got today is good news for Republicans. Republicans are gaining in regards to these registrations. They're allegedly getting more redder. I would say this county right here, my predictions would go Republican. I think I was expecting this county to go to Trump. I actually predicted that in all my predictions, that county. But it surprised me, actually, that county went to Harris. It's not necessarily ready to go Republican yet. But, yeah, you'll see trending areas. Yeah, you'll see Asheville County. I think it's Asheville. This is where Asheville is. Buncombe County right here. Yes, it's actually getting pretty liberal there. I think that's what the Democrats were boasting about. You'll see the county right here is getting more liberal. You got Chatham County right here getting more liberal. But it seems like Wake County, I think that's Wake, and Durham Orange, they're trending more right. The black belt up here going really rightward. So this is obviously, everywhere else seems pretty good for Republicans. I would say, yes, I had this. Hoke County, Republican. Well, can Republicans win the black belt, you may wonder. Let's see if there's any county results. They haven't even filled it out. Guys, it's been 2 months. 2 months. Here's my take. No, I don't think we are ready just yet. Okay, maybe this county. We'll have to see. I would say this county maybe. I mean, if it's true, North Carolina's trending more rightward. Actually, no. I will tell you, this county's staying red up here. But yes, we'll have these counties right here. But this is what my prediction would look like in the trends. Really, there's no real change. It's just this county right here. It's going more rightward. Republicans are expected to keep these counties red. As for Hanover County, if you win Hanover County, Democrats seemingly can't win without it. I know Obama won the state without Hanover, but Hanover has become a bellwether in determinations of who will carry the state of North Carolina. And the turnout and the outcome in this state, in this county, is a must-win in determination of course, who will win and which way is the state going to go. But here's the catch. Republicans can win without it, guys. Kamala Harris won Hanover County. And fun fact, she didn't win the state. Donald Trump won the state. Hanover County voted for Joe Biden in 2020. Thus said, he lost the state. Okay? So I would expect something sort of it to look sort of like this. I am still puzzled with this county right up here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up North Carolina counties and find out what that county name is, we can go ahead. That's Washington County, and Washington County is a county to watch. Yeah, it's been very blue, and it looks like it's staying blue, 52 to 46%. So we'll keep it blue, even though in some Supreme Court races, and that's why I thought maybe this county is compatible. But this county is staying red, as it looks like right now. Unfortunately, there is no registration rise in Georgia. Georgia will continue to be a very competitive area with Washington. Well, I was say that Atlanta Metro being shifting more and more left. It's going to put the state into great competition. We're going to see how that goes later on. But we're going to take a look at the state of Florida. Now, Florida has become a solid red state and is becoming more and more solider. But the question is, does this fall in line with the results and the trends? Now, surprisingly, let's see if there's a map. Yes, there is a map. Every single county swung to the right. You'll see Hendry County. Well, is that Hendry? Hendry County. You got Miami-Dade. You got Osceola. Those are three counties with the Hispanic populations. Those are the three most Hispanic counties. They swung aggressively to the right. And it looks like right now that county, the way it swung, 15 points to the right, to a solid margin. That's crazy. Ultimately, you haven't seen much swing here. Orange County swung aggressively to the right. Maybe it will become a Republican stronghold someday. But I want to focus mainly on Jacksonville and in Duval County. Now, Duval was kind of like Miami-Dade right now. It's become one of the most Republican counties. But if you take a look here, it's only the third most liberal, along with Osceola. I think Osceola is going to stay Republican, but when you take a look at Duval County, eventually that county's going to fill in Miami-Dade. I don't want that to happen, but what we are seeing right now with the patterns, it barely went to Trump by 1.46%. It looks like it's on pace to going back to Democrats, and of course, I'll make it clear, I don't want that to happen, but what I'm noticing in the patterns is kind of likely going to happen. So, in trends, I think Democrats would pick that county up, but will it become like a Los Angeles? No, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be something like a Maricopa County margin, Mike. And that, of course, is not going to impact the outcome in that said state. And plus, besides, and you have counties like Orange County going more rightward, that's going to filibuster the margin. It's going to maybe not bring it further more to the right. I would imagine it would get maybe 57%, a 1% increase to the right. But we can imagine if Duval County wasn't trending more left, as you'll see it's in the lighter red, I would imagine that this state would go to the Republican by 60%. But unfortunately, we just have this county, Duval, the most populated city, Jacksonville, Florida. It's not moving to the right as we were hoping. It's not moving rightward historically as it historically was. And that obviously is a sign that I'm seeing that it probably will go Democrat, but more like a Maricopa County-like way. So this is kind of what I'm expecting in regards to these registration outcomes. Let's go ahead and take a look at our last state, the fifth state, and that's Nevada. And Nevada, easy take. And Nevada is going to be pretty simple. You just have Clark, Washoe County, and I don't think it's going to impact anything county-wise. This is pretty much going to be the permanent result. This map has been the same since 2012, for 10 years. And it's just that you have two counties, everywhere else pretty rural, but you just have these two counties here, very populated cities in Nevada. The two most populated. You got Reno and Washoe, and you got Clark Las Vegas and Clark. And although things are really looking pretty good, Nevada is looking like it's going to become a red state. And I have a good feeling that it is going to go Republican in 2028. Looking at this, you'll just see Clark County. Let's take a look at Clark. If there's a map here, you'll see Clark 2.63%. That's under 5 points, and it has the major city of Las Vegas. I have mentioned on this channel that I've been to Las Vegas, and we happened to talk about, crime. Crime was mainly a conversation where I had to talk with someone who was Ubering me across the metro of course, Las Vegas, and he told me, "Well, you're from Minnesota. What do you guys think about crime there?" I said it's horrible. The city's woke, and he was absolutely in agreement. This guy was probably a libertarian. This guy was a middle class guy who worked with Uber his whole entire life. That's what he does 24/7. You would expect that. Oh, Democrats would help me, but no, he's reaching out to the Republicans, and I would expect that this guy was a traditional Democrat Obama voter. And this is what we've seen in all of Las Vegas. Very little woke stuff in Las Vegas. I've walked down the strip other than seeing very immodest women dressed up in their you-know-what, there's nothing really woke in the state, in the city of Las Vegas. And it's become more of Phoenix, California. And I'm hoping very much that Clark County will become a Maricopa County. Maricopa, very much more populated, much more diverse than Las Vegas, and it went to Trump. This county could definitely go Republican. Can it go I think Joe Lombardo has a shot of carrying every county in Las Vegas. And how special would that be? Because looking at the results offered to us in 2024, you are definitely seeing that, what the heck? Out of everything, they're saying leaning Democrat. These networks are biased, by the way. This is like I saw North Carolina, Pennsylvania. They're all Democrat leaning, and I'm like, no, this is not Democrat leaning. Sorry, but there's no swing map. Surprisingly, I wanted to see a swing map, but I'm just saying what I was about to say with Joe Lombardo. With these results that 2024 is offering us, Clark County 2.63, Washoe County 1.1 percent. Yeah, I think it's inevitable. Joe Lombardo is going to carry every county in Nevada, and it happens. It happens. 2014, I get Governor Sandoval is woke and all that stuff. He's very woke. He carried the state by 70% because he got all the woke people in Las Vegas. And then again, Las Vegas has changed. All those woke people that once occupied and kept Las Vegas very liberal are now in California. People that are fleeing these very corrupt states that are traditionally conservative. They're going to Las Vegas to start businesses, and they're making the city very conservative. And ultimately, it's become very compatible there. You can obviously draw a huge crowd in Las Vegas in support of conservative right-wing populism. So, and of course, for working men and all that stuff, which has become seemingly like libertarian right-wing ideology. So, yes, Brian Sandoval, obviously 70%, that's his re-election bid. 53%, you could expect the said Governor Lombardo to perform something similar like this, where Clark County is leaning Republican, but now it's gotten so conservative that I would probably go for Lombardo by over like 7 points. Taking a look, let's see what Joe Lombardo's approval rating is, and then we can end with that. Joe Lombardo. Okay, so I know he's popular, and yeah, 41% disapprove of the governor. That's really good. Americans really love their governors. This is from ABC. I just wish we had that chart. Okay, I think we have a chart. Yeah, so basically all the incumbent governors, okay. 62. I want to see Nevada, though. Nevada. Approval. 47%, but here's the catch. Disapproval, 26%. So Joe Lombardo has an overwhelming chance in getting reelected. Not only that, but just carrying every county in total. Donald Trump carried the state of Nevada by 3 points. And if he carried it by 4 to 5 points, like he was predicted to do against Joe Biden, I can guarantee you Joe Biden wouldn't be carrying Clark and Washoe County. Donald Trump would have carried every single county in the state of Nevada. So this would be Joe Lombardo. My prediction for early 2026 prediction: Joe Lombardo sweeping the state altogether. But obviously, when it comes to 2028, I think it's going to look like this. And even this, it's disputed. Sometimes if you have Washoe County going more bluer, it's a Democrat victory, or Clark County more bluer, it's a Democrat victory, or vice versa. Washoe County more lighter, Clark County going more lighter, and it's a Republican victory. So it really does depend on the turnout in those said counties. But anything else, this is pretty much a disputed map, but it really does depend on how those two counties perform. So I know this video has been long, but our very first state analysis of the night. But what do you guys think in regards to our predictions? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.